So, an uncertain future. It's time to return to the story. To the story. 300 more episodes till Stormblood. Oh, please no. Should I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. Tataru, it's been so long. The search for our missing friends continues. Should I learn something, I'll be sure and let you know. Because we have literally only gotten one back. One back. We've only gotten Y'shtola back. That's it. That's all we've gotten. There we go. And he didn't even give me a card. All right. Back to the story. Alfino, what is happening with all of our missing friends? They've been gone for way too long. Fortuitous timing, as always, Jake, even though it's been 3 weeks. Tataru was just about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. Would you be so kind, then? Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamine helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa only to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship bound for Radzat Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I've got nothing new to share about those two, but it's all not doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlayan scholar, one of the students of Battle de Scion, which the island disappeared, and we still have not heard the story of what happened there and how it happened and all of that craziness, to aid in the search. Who should be arriving any day now? One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Aymeric has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Jake, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith, and mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? If he's available, sounds good to me. Oh, we look so knightly, and so different than when we first arrived here.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Okay.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely.
So who should the new leader be?
Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop.
There we
But
go.
in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
Oh, so he's going to tell everything to everyone.
I too had concerns.
Or he already
When
told
the
everything.
Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
I'm sorry, Aymeric. There's only so much that I can do.
Mayhap that some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods. For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
Yeah, we've been trying to do that this entire time, and for the last 1,000 years.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Aymeric. But what precisely would you have us do?
I think we have to track down a flyaway dragoon.
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine.
Oh,
To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
okay, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Vidofnir! I like
We must needs
Vidofnir.
open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard.
Ooh, that's... How about a neutral ground? I think having random citizens in Ishgard see a
If she's still
dragon
with
would
us,
be...
I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
yeah, that stung. Zale, she was so cool. She was so cool. So we're supposed to bring a dragon to Ishgard. That's gonna go over really well. I think it's one of those things you kind of want to find a neutral...
Thank you, my friends.
...treaty ground.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
We get to hang out with Lucia, who's also awesome. There are very few characters so far that are not awesome. Mostly they're bad guys.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core.
I am not dressed for Ishgard.
For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers?
Deny.
And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens.
Yeah, I'm like, let's not rush to live in harmony and just focus on the not killing each other. Let's start with that.
Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength.
Nidhogg 2.0.
Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Look at those teeth! Oh, that's awesome. And terrifying. I don't want to fight that. Not me. Nope. Lalaki looks like Thor. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he does. Thor with the spear. Nice. The journey, at least, should pose little difficulty this time. We'll see about that. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This annexed shrine. Have you not agreed to escort me? The coming journey would seem far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journeys begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Jake and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Jake. Alright. Off to go say goodbye to Tataru. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I am all ears. We're going to go hang out with the dragons again, because we're trying to fight for more peace. Diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidovnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ystrola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... What? Time permitting. You interrupted her, Alfino! Why? As I said, we shall endeavor to join Ystrola, but if we cannot, pray pass along our regards. Let us be off, Jake. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. But, I want to know who this is! Quick, whisper in my ear while he's not looking. I'll let no one say I didn't try. I want to know! I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, and children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service of that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alfino. Yet who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? That was a good moment about Ysael and everything that she not only represented, but had to deal with and go through. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysael. But this one I know not. Pray, forgive us for this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, the first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. Please don't eat her. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at the very last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Yezael. Alas, the deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yezael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Noth grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. We could take care of your bug problem. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for a want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. Oh, thanks. That greatly appreciate that. That really speeds it up for us a lot. That was good. That was fun. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. You know that dragon's right over there. She can hear you. Just saying. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you would have no further need of our assistance, we shall continue on to Charlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. So it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Idleshire. To Idleshire we go. I'd say good to see you, but that might be too soon. Jake. It's good to— oh, she's Desik! No!
She can still see you.
See being used loosely, you know, in a manner of speaking. Sure. I confess, I had assumed your business and Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? Well enough. As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Aymeric's proposal with Krasvedalgar, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. All right. Hello! She's so adorable!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She's so cute! Kryl?
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
Alfino, you doing okay there?
Allow me to introduce Kryl, who has recently come from the Charlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
She's adorable.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue.
You just want to give her a big old hug.
You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Please tell me that there's at least someone that was wearing one of those, like, giant chocobo outfits when they met her, and she's like, you do look the part in your ridiculous, pig costume outfit. Little smile.
And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Insulting.
Miss Kryl and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Aww.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies.
She's got, like, the motherly vibes towards him, where she is like, oh, little boy, you've grown up so much. It's so cute.
Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high, What was it he said again?
This is absolutely a teacher slash mother vibes the whole
Thank
way.
you, Kryl.
Please, what is it? What is it?
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
Alfino's getting a little flustered.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing Scions.
Yes, that's why you're here, is it not?
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task, not in themselves anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Oh, back
Then
to
let us all
Matoya.
call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Kyle is super cool postgraduate who helps out in the study tutorials and is liked by literally the entire student body. Yes! Best girl. Oh, yes! Remember this thing? I can't fly here. But I remember that it stood up and it completely smashed. We haven't actually like looked down there where the foot landed. I forgot about that. I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they all are true. This way, and have care where you tread. No, but it's just funny. I'm like, hey, clearly our stream is getting successful if bots have paid attention to it.
Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Both. But these are also nice new boots, so thanks for noticing.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
The verbal sparring
Ever
continues.
so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
What do you want? Tell me and get out of here.
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
All of our visits are unannounced.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
The blessing of light? Does she have the echo? That's interesting.
Kryl, you too possess the echo.
Ah, we called it. We caught it.
Well, yes, of course I do.
I'm surprised you hadn't noticed.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us.
So do all students of Baldessian have the
It was in the
echo?
course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing Scions.
Will you let us use
And
it?
there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
No, we just want your super powerful magical item.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the echo invariably appear.
So I wonder if Hydaelyn knows that an umbral calamity is going to happen, and that's why she gives her powers of the echo to different people. But if she knew about it, then why doesn't she stop it?
Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age. No two manifestations of the echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course, Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even. The traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Oh, we can't take it out of our sight. Okay.
Then let us begin.
Let us begin. Lettuce, tomato, bacon. Makes a delicious sandwich.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
So what you're saying, Kane, is that the Warrior of Light's gift is plot armor. Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's what it's sounding like. Y'shtola and Alfino. Sorry I'm late. I was dealing with a little bit of a nap problem. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of an unknown alliance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kyle. I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Who knew Alfino was an artist as well, among his many other skill sets? This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago, for reasons I no longer remember. Well, isn't that convenient? I just pulled this skill out of nowhere, and suddenly I'm great at this thing. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyways, we best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Clearly, Alfino has quite a few secrets of his past that he would be embarrassed to have discovered. What's that you got there? A sketch? Oh yeah, a very fancy sketch. Have you seen this man? He has a very sassy personality. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? Well, used to be. I heard tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like a man? I mean, he wasn't a Huron, but maybe I'm way off my rocker with that. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's here. Yeah.
He's here? Oh, well then...
I mean, he's not here with us, but he's here. Got him!
Oh, well then maybe it does sound like our man. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of the Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Sounds like we got the right guy, but now the question is where? Where are you hiding, Thancred? Great hunters, we welcome you once more to the Loth Astva. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. We have dealt with many mans. Oh, he gave him the picture. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. Yes, we're gonna go hunt down this Huron man. Good, good. He is a friend to the Vath as well. One with whom we have traded many times. Truly, you're quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from some owl, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade. In exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. And when he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Loth Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned. Virovnir did say that the Nath had grown as before. But what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Is he gonna go solo? Solo the deity? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart. We must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the god claim him as a sacrifice. Oh. We found a dead one, which was not our hands.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Please tell me that he's soloing Ravana himself and he actually beats Ravana. That would be amazing. Yes, Ravana is getting smashed. That's not Thancred. Oh, it's a whole troop. Wait a minute. This is the Warrior of Darkness, isn't it? See, you are supposed to shatter the shield. In all the trailers that we've been watching. He's not in his Dragoon gear right now, but 2 different adventuring parties. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Special ability time.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Scions forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
That was the limit break noise. So that was basically the Sword of Light, but his was like an axe swing of light.
So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Eorzea.
And you are? Oh, they all were doing it. Do they all have the echo?
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
I
Have
mean...
care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Bosom Buddies is almost complete. Wow, you're just straight attacking. Oh my gosh. You stole a what? Ow. Stop him! Stop him! Can we do something instead of just stand there? Yeah! Oh, there's Thancred's daggers. I was hoping that we would get out the shield. Whoa, he's got like an eye patch. Okay, I dig the new outfit. Nice. Oh, straight out of like the Final Fantasy movies. How epic. Oh, there's some good weapons too. Okay, with just a look. It's like, oh, fine.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
You're not gonna grace us with your name?
Mark well our faces, Warrior of Light. For we are the Warriors of Darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Okay, so the Warriors, we kind of had got hinted of at the end of 3.0, the Warrior of Darkness, but there's a whole troop of them. And yes, hello, you get to see my kitty cat, who is desperate for attention and love. This is Gracie, she's adorable. There's pictures of her on the Discord. Clearly the Lalafell paid for that teleport for everyone.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
I think the reason why we don't get involved in fights as often, Thancred, is because we, they don't know how to custom...
Thancred, Are you all right?
unique fighting animations for every single class of the game, for every single player of the game. That was epic, and it kind of makes me want to go back and rewatch some of the previous trailer cutscenes before and see just how exactly the same everyone is, because that's the crew from the very first one. Like, that is the crew from the first one with the axe and the Rodigan with the sword, the archer, Mikote. I mean, that's the whole crew. So I gotta know more. I gotta know more what happened. Thancred's looking very roguish, and I'm totally for it. Look at those boots.
Pleasantries can wait.
What was that?
I'd rather not be here
Oh.
when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Agreed.
Be sure and talk to the other characters before talking to Thancred.
Cool. Thank you for the heads up. The vision caught me unawares, and I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering around us. They were so loud, so unbearably loud. So she heard them and also watched the vision as well. Fascinating.
So there's just an important little detail there, where our gift lets us kind of like sort of re-experience movie style things that have happened before. Hers is just absorbing that, so she absorbed that from being around us.
Got it.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic. Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
I see what you did there.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Aww. Good to see them reunited again.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together.
Close your eyes, kids. Don't look.
Given that I'm
In
not
the
all
buff.
that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
Clearly he is a DPS player. He
And
cares
whence
nothing
did you
for the
conclude
crafting
that
skills.
Were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
So he was just
It seemed
following
a
its
reasonable
movements.
assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Yeah, the Warriors of
Yes,
Darkness.
the self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
Except that they took down the Ravana, so it's like, are they
Glimpsed
against
the leaders
us?
past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian.
What happened?
They must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
But they clearly are not with Heidelin anymore. At least, I guess not. They don't necessarily know that. We don't necessarily know that, but it would seem the mystery of the axe-wielding here has been laid to rest, though he had daggers of obsidian, not an axe. Oh, no, the axe-wielding here that's why I was commenting earlier. Axe didn't seem Thancred's style. That's the Warrior of Darkness that was also seen. So that's where the two Hurons that we were kind of getting the different stories from running around. Should know better to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know that there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but two? I mean, most of us would not have been able to suspect that, that's for sure. He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? It's a good question. I would assume something similar. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggled to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors or attempted to recruit them to our cause? I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like. Nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Jake. I labored to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Aymeric's invitation. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Jake. I shall explain along the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, we've got a lot of filling in for Thancred. We actually left with them this time! It's amazing! Upgrading! So often people walk away and leave us kind of just standing there like, bye. But we actually walked out with them. That's great. Wait a minute. Lavava, come stand over here. These steps come up to your chest.
These steps are not Lalafell compliant.
No, they aren't. We're gonna have to submit a complaint. Whatever overseeing governing body for making sure that stairs are Lalafell inaccessible needs to hear about this, because this will not do. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. It wasn't us. Another. Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. And such devastation. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw from our elevation. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well, regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought. For justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. That's really beautiful. That's like poetic. I really like that. Follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Aymeric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It's happening, Yazel. Would that you were here to see it. Her sacrifice will not be in vain. We will make it happen! Ooh, Ishgard, looking rough.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
No.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Aymeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
No.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with a tyrant's blood.
No.
Men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
No. Tell me that he is just injured and like laying on a bed, coughing blood, but not dead. Do not tell me that that's how he goes. We're going back to the Foundation right now. What the actual heck? All right, we demand to see immediately. Right, let us not keep Sir Aymeric waiting. Lucia, what is happening? What is happening? Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Aymeric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Sleeping off a knife to the gut. So he is still alive. He's just heavily injured. What happened? Will he live? The Churgeons tell me that he will make a full recovery. I was telling y'all, I was not prepared to lose Aymeric in a comeback return stream. That I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. We've been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more will start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Okay, Aymeric is alive. That's good. Hopefully he will make a full recovery if the Trojans are correct. But I was not gonna handle it. I was not gonna handle it. Whoa, that was fancy. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's been a ton of fun. Been great to get back into the story. Great to see Hilda again. Is she still here? She is. Hilda, why are you so cool? You just look at her and you're like, yeah, there's something. She's just cool.
The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately into who stabbed. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern? If there is, we have yet to discern it. Master Alfino and Mistress Yashtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. Meaning Jake and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? I'm a grizzled old rogue? What? No, oh, she's talking about this guy. Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, hold on. I may be experienced, but I don't know if I'm considered grizzled. But yes, let's see how Thancred's response to grizzled old rogue is. Thancred of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. Of course, the ladies' man. While we could begin sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerbyers, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. I thought that was Hilda. Oh, aye, the infamous Lord Amenael de Fortom, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Jake. Clearly we gave that suggestion without me realizing. He'll be at their crozier, more like, making an effort to be seen. Let's go and see him. Well, well, if it isn't Jake, dearest of all my friends. Yeah, this is the, I believe, younger son of the Count. Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have old Pile going up in flames, after all. Actually, old boy, if you're thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Of course, at least he's very clear about what he's interested in. Yeah, that was not entirely what I was hoping for. Whose idea was it to come here again? I think he was blaming us for that, because we were the ones who gave his name out there. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in Hoplon, Jake, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? Already pulling the ladies. Ooh, movie time.
Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica.
Alone's blessing upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days, about the Archbishop and Sir Aymeric and the Dravanians.
Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray.
Do you require succor as well, sir? I think we'll be okay, but appreciate the offer. Do you have any idea who it is that started the fires?
So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long.
Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to do with these poor souls.
Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps.
Well, he was short and succinct about it.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all.
Wait, is she the one who was in Broom that was talking about her arm having issues?
When we first met her, she was like, oh, I can't feel my arm. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yes. And I was like, I don't think that's a good sign, you know? I love that small callback. Only if you were really paying attention would you get that. Oh, but look, it's Yashtola and Tataru. They're probably going to chide me for being here. They're going to be like, wait, aren't you supposed to be doing your own investigation?
You didn't expect me to stand idly by when there was work to be done, did you?
No, not you, Tataru. Are they still throwing snowballs at us? No, they're not. They stopped throwing snowballs at us. Now that I think they're cheering. I think he's actually like half cheering, like, yeah. I wonder if that's because we kind of helped stop the dragons from attacking, that they had that kind of change of action. Oh, that's a pretty steep drop. I think we can survive it. Oh, of course we can. Did it so many times. Finish then. That was a really loud crash. Sorry I was a little bit late. I had to go check on the people in the broom. I just came right back. That crash. We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we're able to identify the culprits. While you're finishing the refugee... questioning. While you're... Oh, we're just putting them out of their misery. Don't worry, guys.
Flawless questioning.
You're gonna go to sleep. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including the one near Saint Raymond's Cathedral, and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgard orthodoxy. Interesting. Almost like it was suspiciously meant to fail. Definitely coincidence. Ah, Jake, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going. And you let it slip. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind. I tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me! That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at least confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Last quest for 3.1.
I do not need to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change.
He's playing everyone. Oh.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
Wow, clearly they're acting very quickly.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
I wonder if the refugees, they were hidden inside the refugees.
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault. They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Do they honestly think that executing Sir Aymeric would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
They certainly would hope so.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
He's gonna need a lot more healing if he's gonna do that.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Oh. You got a big crew. You okay with your son going into combat?
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
So the older son has joined the fray, following in Harshafan's footsteps. Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget I too am a knight. Yeah, but that's exactly what your brother said. And now I am worried. Lord Artwanel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? Is that given that extra option? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Aymeric. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. No! It's all happening again! Alone as I witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. All right, so we're gonna have to do everything we can to protect him. That's our goal now. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Let's do this. Saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. No, you do not. I think they hit the hostage once, but the hostage seems alive. Nice. Are you injured? Undid the fetters. That was a whole like skill too. So indeed, the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard. They've sounded the alarm. I'm sorry, alarum. Secure the hostages. Leave the others to us. Okay, good.
Down with you!
No, you do not. They took the others somewhere. It happened so quickly. I wonder if we can connect to him. Aw, invalid target. No, I wanted to give him cover. Starts with the S. Oh, we all look so good. Look at us knights. This is amazing. Activate the knights. We'll show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. Yeah, we've dealt with these knights before. Jake, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sarah Simeonard. Okay, if we don't move quickly, he will fall. So, we have to deal with these monsters as quickly and succinctly as possible. I'm trying to... Oh, there we go. It was right between them. Question is, where are we going next? Oh, we only beat one of the horse guys. Where's the other horse guy? I don't see anything. But oh, in here. Okay. We called it. Oh, no! What? Oh, my gosh. We failed the whole thing on the other side. Wow. No, we'll do it normal. It would have been fine. I just completely got lost. I could not figure out where the other one was, but I should have suspected that it was just on the opposite side. Oh, and I hit the other guy. The refugee. Oh my goodness. Woo! Barely made it. Aymeric is so low on health. Things are getting a little bit hairy. Out of map bounds makes me so lost my first time doing this quest, right?
Where is he? Where is he?
I kind of really like that we're all knights with our swords and shields and stuff. Calm down. Don't go out alone. No! Is that the sister whose arm was hurt? Oh, you monster.
No closer.
You monster. Okay, we need to summon a dragon to grab her when she falls.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
See, this is the most dangerous of people that are like, if I fall, you're falling with me. Why? What? What is that face? No! Someone catch her! No! No! Wait, Yashola! Can you do something? Please tell me you can cast some magic or something! Vidupnir said she was gonna come visit. Oh, the fortuitous timing. I actually thought for a solid second they were gonna kill her. I was like, there's no way this game is actually gonna kill a child. And then I was like, there's no way! Oh my goodness. That's the second time in 2 streams that I've had basically a heart attack, and I don't know that I like it. Thank you, Vidupnir. Thank you. Oh, she's so cute. Oh.
Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
More like a perfect moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Aww.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
Here I am. And then she turns and looks at Alfino, and I'm like, oh, that's not me.
From my sire.
Oh?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
Skies unknown? So they've left to go somewhere else.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such
No.
matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
That's such a short visit, but good to have you here for a minute. That's got to be the first time in 1,000 years that a dragon's shadow has passed over Ishgard
As they say then.
without people
Great white dragon
shooting
swooped
arrows.
down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
The rumors spread
A
fast.
most
Jeez.
Unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Aymeric? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause.
Especially because people do not like
Share
change.
your desire for a lasting peace with the Dravanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see.
I think I've read the first 3 books.
Following you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Aww. He just wants his son to be safe.
Lord Edmund.
That's all the comment that he needed to make. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? It is but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. I was like, wow, she's gone already, okay. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at the Fortal Manor. Sounds like we should all go to the manor for a brief visit before making our way to the Rising Stones. A moment, Jake. I wish a word. Yes, Yrstola? Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He is not as jovial as he once was, but other than that, he seems overall well in terms of healthy, but I'm gonna do the last one. You sense it too, a subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but on closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow has been irreparably disrupted. Wait, what? As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. Wow! But this is a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. So I wonder if he can't even use the aether crystals to travel. Which that makes me curious, how did he get here? Right then, I should be on my way. Prowl may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Back to Master Matoya she goes. Alfino is retelling the story.
I should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
Wait, what? You're giving that to me?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
It's exactly like Harshafon's shield.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Aymeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Interesting. The stuff you do for politics.
Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
Only you get to determine what type of legacy you leave behind, so... A knight lives to serve. Oh, I think it's too good because it is about serving the people. I think that's perfect. That is really beautiful.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horsefon would have said. To aid those in need.
Mm-hmm.
When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way.
I'll do my best. They're really awesome.
Brother to Horsefon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Of course we'll be your brother. I'm so glad that we did Paladin for this section. I don't know how, but we have just randomly rolled our jobs in all of like the best for the different story elements, so. He's clearly unhappy. We gotta go find out what his deal is. Let him know that we see him as a brother too.
Those were days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born
hopefully
of
good ways.
And evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
So that was his, like, all of his narration pieces throughout all of 3.0 and 3.1. That's really nice. As goes light, so goes darkness. Well, that's a little bit foreboding. Goodness gracious. I'm very close to getting Machinist to 60. Not quite there yet, but... Oh, Oriange, what are you up to? This is thy proof. The Garun Oracles, Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten. A tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Scions, of course it is. Oh, and the Warrior of Darkness. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception. Nor the Triad. You know what must be done. We're about to go beat the Triad's butt. No. I know whose boots those are. That's Alice. Oh my gosh, I've not seen her in so long. I think that's Alfino's sister, Alize. Oh, I was like 98% there. Alize? Alize? I need to see the spelling of it again. Hang on. Alize.
No, see, that's what's going to throw you off. Don't think about the spelling.
Alicia and Alfonso. Perfect. Thank you, Natus. That's what I needed. I love Alfonso. He's a great, great character. Everyone has their orders. Wait, so this is Papalimo and Yida. Whoa, brain just got back into reality. Snapped back to reality. This is Papalimo and Yida. They're in Alamigo attire, at least. Or at least the refugees' attire. Maybe. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. We cannot stay here forever, Yida. We have other responsibilities. Is she Alamigo as well? Interesting. I think we're going to learn a little bit more about the Alamigo and Resistance very soon. I assume that's the end of 3.1? We did it! All right, equip the shield. I think it works out well. Katari, you're looking good. Lalaki, you're looking good as well. All of you with your beautiful shields.